Guess who's coming to dinner? Hello, Louisville. Welcome back to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. It's November 11th, and it's Veterans Day. It's a day that we honor and salute our veterans for their service. And today I actually went to Zachary Taylor's cemetery, and last year I found that that's where my grandfather was buried. He's a World War I veteran, so it's only right down the street. So if I didn't go visit his grave today, I think I would be banished from the Carter clan. But today I have it's a special treat, especially for Louisvillians, that we're going to pay tribute and salute our very own Dunn family. But first off, we're going to start with the one and the only, Colonel Ken Dunn. What's happening, my brother?
Miss Janice Carter Miller, everything's going
Yes.
well. I'm here in Stafford, Virginia.
Stafford, Virginia. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
man.
that close to?
Stafford, Virginia is exactly 40 miles south of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Straight on Interstate 95 going south. And
Okay.
we're 10 miles south of the Quantico Marine Corps base,
Okay.
where I still work.
Okay.
I'm still employed by the Marine Corps since I retired from the military.
Okay.
And I work in a manpower organization, and I also teach. So I'm an adjunct faculty member at the Marine Corps University, and I teach a course online right now.
What's that? What? Tell me about this course you teach.
Well, in 2006, it's all your fault.
Has it anything to do with Mumford Point Marines?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Okay.
When the great city of Louisville invited me back in 2006 to speak at the Covenant Hagen's scholarship dinner.
Yes.
2006. I prepared a slideshow for that presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came along and sang before and after, but it piqued my interest in the Montfort Point Marines to the point that I began to really study them.
Okay.
And as things progressed, and I began to lecture more about Montfort Point, but yours is the first one.
Okay.
Over the years, the university asked me to develop an elective for the Command and Staff College at the university. And I said, well, if I'm going to develop a course, it's going to be about the Montfort Point Marines. So
Wow.
I developed, and this is 4 years ago. So I'm in my fourth iteration of teaching the course. And the name of the course is Marine Corps Great Leaders, Montfort Point Forward. And what we do is we analyze the segregation and integration of the Marine Corps, from the Revolutionary War right on through, and when they integrated in 1941 and 1942.
Mm-hmm.
Which your stepfather was a proud member,
Right.
of having served at Montfort Point or trained there. And then what I do, Janice, I take the student from the beginning, the Revolutionary War, where blacks were outlawed in the Marine Corps, from the Revolutionary War all the way up to 1942, and then we analyze Montfort Point. But then we begin to talk about some of the leaders like Sergeant Major Edgar R. Huff and Sergeant Major Hashmark Johnson, who were the first black sergeants major of the Marine Corps. And I take the students all the way through, and then we begin to study the other staff non-commissioned officers and general officers, as well as other officers that have served in the Marine Corps, that is the African Americans. And we bring them right on up to today. So
Okay.
That's the name of my course. And right now in my course, it's a 10-lesson course, so that's that's 8 to 10 weeks. And right now, my students are they're just completing their final essays on for the course. So I just give you some of the leaders that they're picking out: Lieutenant General Frank Peterson, Major General Jerome Cooper. Then we have Sergeant Major John Canley, who just was awarded the Medal of Honor here 2 years ago for his service in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Major General Charles Bolden, our first black astronaut
Okay.
from the Marine Corps. So that's the name of the course. Uh, I really enjoy teaching it. You know,
Okay.
I developed it. I asked all the questions, and I put whatever slant I want to on it. Uh,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
but that's really a result of all the things that Louisville has done in my nurturing and upbringing and background. You know, my mother's civil activism, uh,
Wow.
all those things that happened in Louisville rubbed off on me. And now, as as a college professor, I'm able to shape those things and teach people about it. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say this. If for those of you that don't know, when Ken makes reference to his mother is the one and the only Fran Dunn Thomas. Uh, my association, my connection with the Dunns is these were the first probably friends that I ever had in my life because they were my next door neighbors in Beach Terrace.
Mhm.
And I've been having some moments of reminiscing about different people. I interviewed Senator Neal
Hmm.
last week, and
Right.
that he too was born in Beach Terrace.
Wow.
And thinking about all the people that have come out of Beach Terrace,
Yes, ma'am.
which is now no more, but that legacy of that community, because that was truly a village that we grew up in.
It was. Yes, ma'am. It
Wasn't it
sure
a village?
was. It was.
And like I said, I tell the story about your mom saving me and keeping my house from burning down because I set it on fire. And uh, Miss Francis came and I said, "Would you please come?" I said, "My bathroom's on fire. Could you please come put it out?" And she came over and hysterically she took the buckets and put the fire out.
Wow.
But Ken, you went to West Point
No, ma'am. I went to the Naval Academy.
Naval Academy. Okay,
Ma'am, I
West
went to
Point is what?
West Point is the each one of the services has a military academy.
That's there. Okay,
The Army's military academy is West Point.
it's West Point. Oh, so you went to the
Navy,
Naval Academy.
yeah, the
So
Navy,
what was it like for you? So you went into the Naval Academy what year?
1970.
So what was that like for you? As far in terms of, say, uh, the racial uh, situation.
Well, the having grown up in Louisville, and as a youngster was segregated Louisville, then Louisville gradually integrated. I recall riding on the backs of buses with mom. Miss Francis taking Keith and I to a nursery school across town. I'm not even sure where that nursery school is.
Right.
We rode the bus to get there.
Okay.
We rode in the backs of the bus to get to
Oh, you're talking about you rode a city bus
a
going
city.
to the school. Okay. Okay. But
And
you rode in the back of the city
yes,
bus.
ma'am. And then we recall not being able to go to certain stores on Fourth Street and going to when we went to the movie theaters. We went in the attic, or excuse me, the upper
The balcony.
balcony. Yes. So remember, and then going to St. Augustine, which was all black Catholic school, and our interaction with the other Catholic schools in the Louisville parish.
Okay.
Most of them were all white, except maybe Christ the King and the other school at in Carter Homes. but all the other parishes were white. So when we would come in there to play basketball or football, we competed against uh, white kids.
Right.
That was our first exposure. But one of the other exposures I had, my first one exposure to integrated schools was in coming out of sixth grade. They took a handful of students from St. Augustine and they sent us to summer school out at St. Agnes, which is next to Bellarmine College. I think the St. Agnes must be the wealthiest parish in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I catch that bus at 10th and Chestnut, all right,
Okay.
Trevilian Way, and it would take us on through downtown, heading out on Newburgh Road, and then deposit us at St. Agnes. And I went there for summer school for 6 weeks after my sixth grade year. And that was the first time I ever attended school with white children. And they were all virtually wealthy. And of course, I'm come from Beecher Terrace where my mom had bought me my summer uniform from J.C. Penney, which was 2 pair of Bermuda shorts and 2 polo shirts.
Okay.
And
The things we remember, huh?
yes, ma'am. And that was my uniform.
Okay.
The
Okay.
other kids on the other
Well,
kids,
you were gonna be ready now. You had to have your uniform.
yes, ma'am. But the thing about it was, the other kids were teasing me about wearing the same clothes. Not the white kids, the other black kids from St. Augustine.
Okay.
3 other guys from upper class, Billy Cummins and those guys. And they were teasing me about wearing the same clothes every day because they had gotten on the bus further west, going east, and
Okay.
I was the last student to get on. So, and they were in the back of the bus. Yeah, hey, Dylan, when you gonna change your clothes? So the best thing about that though, Miss Janice, was you had a lot of domestic workers on that bus.
On the bus.
A lot
Okay.
of the ladies who cleaned houses in the East End, that part of town. And this lady
Mm-hmm.
told me something I never forget. She said, son, he said, don't you pay those other guys any mind from the clothes that you wear. He says, because every day you get on that bus, your clothes are clean and they're neat. And
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to worry about a thing. Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Janice, I wore my polo shirt and my plaid shorts for the rest of that summer, and they were
Proudly.
absolutely. And of course, it all comes from Miss Francis. She made sure that we were squared away when we got out of the house. So.
Yeah.
But in 1970, after growing up in Louisville, and then when Mom married Staff Sergeant Thomas, we moved to the West End, St. Benedict.
Okay.
I joined I've had the good fortune to join the Boys and Girls Club, the Boys Club, and I played on that 12 and under
Where's
football.
Saint Benedict?
St. Benedict was on 26 and Osage.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Right.
Ooh, Lord, I don't I remember going to St. George's.
Yes, ma'am. But
That's the same. Okay,
same
that's
area.
where we would go when I started going to clubs. That's where you go to party.
Right. But and then St. Benedict's was still had they still
Right.
had white kids there, and but joined the boys club. All of us went to the boys club, and I played on the football team. That was the first time I played organized football was with them, and I was on that team and we won the city championship. So I had this somehow or another that they found me and I played on that team. And then we went from 23rd and Oak to Fort Knox.
Oh, you know what? I remember where you are. You lived upstairs
Right, we did.
on
We
23rd and Oak. Okay.
lived in an apartment above the drugstore.
Okay. Yeah.
Across from Smith's fast food place.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
and then we moved to Fort Knox after my stepfather. I'll call him father from now on because that's what he
Yeah.
says. But
Let me say this
mm-hmm.
about how our families keep connecting, because my dad um, was the witness for VT and Miss Fran when they got married.
That's right. You're exactly right. That's right. In 1964, right
Wow.
there, right there in Beecher Terrace.
Wow. Okay. Go on. Woo!
So then, then when Staff Sergeant Thomas returned from Vietnam, Okay, then his first tour, then we moved to Fort Knox.
Okay.
Me, Larry, excuse me, Pam, Larry, Rodney, me, and Keith. We all
Okay. You're mentioning your siblings, so let's see if we can do one this.
okay about him. Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up? There we have the baby brother,
Yeah.
Keith Dunn, because I got the whole Dunn clan. I couldn't just do one. I got the whole Dunn clan. I'm trying to see how many of us can get on here today.
Yeah.
And talking about Keith, I know you heard some of what we were talking about, but
Mm-hmm.
also I know when you moved to Valley Station that uh, the eldest of the Dunns was my first friend. It's Pam,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and Pam
Mm-hmm.
was also in the Army. Am I correct?
In the
Air
Air
Force.
Force.
Air Force. Okay, I didn't
That's
know
right.
which branch.
Yes.
Because I came to spend a weekend with Pam, and she had me get on a horse. I told her I was afraid of horses, and she said, "Well, just hold on to the reins, and it won't be a problem. Just get on the horse." Pam was a little
Mm-hmm.
pushy, so I said, "Pam, I'm scared of horses, but I got on this horse, and the horse got away from me.
Uh,
I jumped off the horse,
oh my goodness.
and Miss Francis said she knew that our friendship was on a decline from that because Pam was totally ticked off with me. But I came and spent a weekend out there. That was the only weekend that I came to to Fort Knox
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
to see
Uh-huh.
my friend Pam. Pam was mad at me, and Pam didn't talk to me for a while. She didn't talk to me for a while. But the Dunn family, um, even with VT,
Mm-hmm.
who's when I say VT, I'm speaking of Mr.
Virgil.
Virgil
Virgil.
Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
who is the widower of Fran Thomas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And this